Let's get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 27. Episode 27 of the Mike Yanek Show. I hope you're doing well, everybody. And as of this moment of this podcast is released, I think 8th of July, the country has officially opened, and everybody said, you know what? The coronavirus can suck on these balls. And everybody just opened the pubs, and probably there's millions upon millions of people all jam-packed into small fucking basements and small pubs and getting really hammered and singing songs, and it's probably the national anthem is blasting in the background, and the Union Jack is flying, and everybody's saluting like, yeah, goddamn, we defeated the corona. Well, not really, because it's not going anywhere, and it's gonna be second wave, but who gives a shit, okay? Let's fucking enjoy life, at least for a little bit, okay? We've been locked in our houses for fucking 3 months now, including me, and I'm completely losing the plot now, okay? Like, what the fuck? Okay, I know this disease is not going anywhere, but look, I found Jesus during those 3 months, and I'm continuing the trend of dressing like a stunt double from The Sopranos, like an extra from The Sopranos as well. I'm appropriating a culture this week, which is the Italian-American mobsters tracksuit culture. Very influential, very important culture in the history of America. And oh yes, we have a lot to talk about America, because America, no, what you been up to again? Like, Jesus Christ, man, America's so fucking entertaining right now. The last few months I was thinking like, do we even need Netflix anymore? Can we everybody just fucking say, get away, just check those subscriptions, and let's just follow what's happening in America, on Twitter, on social media, on YouTube, and let's turn America into a TV show and just have cameras and be like the greatest, most entertaining reality TV show on the planet, because everybody over there is completely losing the plot. And if you don't believe me, oh bro, I have the story for you. Okay, let's kick off this fucking show, shall we? Time for some solid memes. Memes, time for some solid memes. So, this morning, as the time I'm recording this podcast, I saw something which absolutely blew my mind, and I was thinking like, I need to talk about this. So, yesterday, I saw a picture of this blonde woman holding a gun, wearing yoga pants, and being like barefooted on a lawn, and with no context, no nothing. And I was thinking, what the fuck is this? Like from a TV show? Is this from a movie? Is this a commercial? What the fuck's happening? And I saw a few more pictures. Okay, so I wake up this morning, I go to Twitter to see what's happening with the universe, to see what type of crazy shit is happening, and I see the actual thing is trending. So I'm gonna tell you the story, show you the video, show you the original clip, picture, and then I'm gonna show you some solid, very sweet memes. Now, I am not political, okay? I don't give a fuck about anything anymore. Like I said, I'm over 2020. Okay, forget about it. I don't care anymore. It's like that ex-girlfriend that you used to have, like feelings for her, and then she dumped you or you dumped her, and then you felt, so bad and sad, should I call her? Shouldn't I call her back? Or maybe she has a new guy. Maybe that guy's more beautiful than me, whatever the fuck, okay? And then you come to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore, okay? And you're completely over her. So 2020 is my ex-girlfriend, and I'm completely over her. I had 6 months where I was worried and like couldn't sleep, and oh my god, what is happening? I hope she's okay, blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck anymore, okay? 2020, you can do crack, smoke meth, you know what I mean? Bang random guys and vehicles. I don't give a shit about you anymore. So this is what's happened, okay? So my job here on the Mike Yanek Show is to give you the funny angle of every story, okay? I'm not on the left, I'm not on the right, nothing, okay? I'm somewhere in the center, okay? It really depends on the topic, but it's up to you, because obviously the media it's spinning the story whichever way they it favors them, but I'm here just to present the funny side of things. Okay, so in St. Louis, Missouri, which is I think the center of America, that type of the country, there is like a very influential neighborhood, gated community, and I saw a map today, and it turns out, which I don't know how it's possible, but even the road is private property, which is, I didn't know you can have private roads and stuff. Like fucking hell, America is like on a different level when it comes to fucking money and capitalism and shit, innit? But that's beyond the point. Now, you have a group of protesters now because, everybody's protesting the last month. Again, I'm just here to present you the funny side of things. So, they open the gate or they break the gate, I'm not sure, and they start to enter because they want to reach the house of the mayor, because they want the mayor to resign and they want to protest in front of the house of the mayor. But apparently it's private property. I didn't know that. I don't know if they knew that. Anyway, so I saw a source that says there was 50 people. I saw another guy says 500 people. So I have no idea, and the video doesn't really show how many people are. They're protesting, they're chanting. Now, you see, like when you open the gate, the first thing you see is this fucking it looked like a museum. It wasn't even a house. I've never seen anything so big. Honestly, like massive things. Genuinely look like we have like the History Museum in Liverpool. It's probably that fucking size. You know what I mean? It's fucking huge. And they have like this huge lawn, and next to it is the road, and the protesters. So there, some of the protesters are on the lawn, whatever the fuck. And all of a sudden, the video is like 15 seconds. Honestly, the actual video, and there's like another one, so it's not that much, And all of a sudden, the guy who is filming the video says, "Oh, I think he has a gun or something." And then you see when they kind of zoom in, then they appear, boom, 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 Ken and Karen, with their guns, weapons ready to defend their property. Goddamn, nobody stepping foot near my mansion/museum house. Otherwise, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. So you have these middle-aged people who apparently, they're suburban as fuck, obviously. And I think they're like some sort of attorneys or lawyers, something. They are. Attorney and a lawyer is the same thing, Mike, you fucking idiot. But yeah, I think they work something like that. Very influential, a lot of money, whatever, right? So you see them stumbling, right? And now I saw a picture in the background where he was holding the weapons. There was like big jugs of cocktails, so probably they were a little bit buzzed, you know what I'm saying? So you have you have the woman, she's wearing like black tights and like what is it? Pugsley Adams, or was it some from the Adams family, like this type of shirt, like the stripes, black and white shirt, and she's all blonde and she looks pissed off. She's like, motherfucker, and she's holding this minigun from Men in Black, the cricket. So in the movie Men in Black, they had all the different weapons, and the smallest weapon was called, I think, the loud cricket or the silent cricket, and it's tiny. It's the smallest gun ever. And when Will Smith takes it, he's laughing like, look at this thing, is so small. And then when he pulls it, it just he just goes through a car or something, because that's how fucking powerful this little gun is. Just like me, I'm small but I'm very powerful. Pa pa pa. And yes, this is the noises that I make when I'm displaying my power in front of a woman. Pa, pa, pa. And so she's holding that gun, but the way she holds the gun is just like this, you know what I mean? Just like, she has no fucking idea how to hold the gun. And then you have her husband, who is wearing a pink polo shirt, unbuttoned, fucking khakis, like, was it beige, white khakis, and some sandals or whatever. And he's holding an AK-47. What the fuck? Where did they find the AK-47, bro? And he's standing. He has no fucking idea how to hold a gun. They're both holding the finger on the trigger, and I'm thinking like, Jesus Christ, he's pointing the gun at her, like. and the protesters like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like, fuck this shit. So, and anyway, so the original picture made its way online, which you can see here, and there's a bunch of memes, so we're just gonna go through the meme. And when I saw this, by the way, the whole time I was in the background in my head, I had the Team America theme song, which is America, fuck yeah, here to save the motherfucking day, yeah, yeah, America, fuck yeah. And somebody, I don't know, man, just like a bald eagle flying, and just like the flag of America behind me, and I don't know, somebody kicking a terrorist in the nuts or whatever the fuck they do. And Hulk Hogan dropping the elbow, because it doesn't get more American than Hulk Hogan. So I have a few memes. I'm just gonna go through them because there are like 20 of them. I'm not gonna discuss them that much. If you're just listening to the show, I advise you, if you have the opportunity, at least for this segment, go to YouTube and just type in Mike Yanek Show episode 27, so you can watch them. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna fucking describe all of them, because they are a lot. So this is the original picture. Okay, so look at them, bruh. fucking hell, this is like a proper stereotype of suburban white people. So then you have, yeah, the original picture. Look at them. Oh my god, this. I thought when I saw this picture yesterday, and I thought that this was like from a movie, because they're starting to reshoot, they're starting to shoot movies again, and I was thinking this is like a comedy movie, bro. They will base something on those people, either like a short movie, a documentary, Netflix episode, or like a cameo in a comedy movie. Dude, this is fucking hilarious. And now Hollywood, they don't have any idea, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do like a featured length movie out of fucking 2 pictures. Okay, so you have the first one, which says Ken and Karen. Hold on, what does it say? The mayonnaise connection. That is just so fucking racist. Okay, so somebody turned them into a GTI character. And actually, somebody made them look, because Karen looks very cute in this animated version of herself. She doesn't look that cute, to be honest. I mean, she's okay. I'm not body shaming her, but but she looks cute as fuck in this picture. So they found his backyard. He found America. No, they found it. They found his backyard. He found America. Yeah, okay. And then you have him, the guy Ken he looks much better than the actual picture, with like sunglasses, AK-47, and the style of GTI. And there's like did you see? There's like a bald eagle in the background with like a top hat. Okay. Then you have the lady shooting Pickle Rick. Oh no, Pickle Rick. Look at how she's holding the gun, bro. Oh my, she has no fucking idea what she's doing. And then you have Ronald McDonald house down, and you have them in front of a burning McDonald's. Is that burning? Yeah, it's burning McDonald's. Fucking hell. What does it say on the top? From the same people that brought you systemic racism and fragile egos, starring Ken Anderson and Karen Anderson. Oh my god, what the hell. Then you have saving Private Property, which is like a spoof of Saving Private Ryan. Oh my god. Then you have Ken holding the the AK-47 like Rambo. Oh my god, this is so fucking good. Whoever made these memes, thank you so much. Then you have the original picture with the captioning, we came here to live, laugh, and love, and buddy, we're out of O3. Yeah, this is good. I love that quote, by the way. Live, life, laugh, which is, probably in the fucking hallway of every suburban house in America. Then you have them as, what's that, the Hamburglar, and, fuck, what is that guy? Elmer Fudd. She kind of looks like the Hamburglar with that fucking shirt and pants on. Oh my god, this picture. Oh, dude. Then you have Can, Suburban Commando. Then you have a picture of Can holding the AK-47. And it's just like this huge explosion in the background. And it says, he just wanted to grill. Now he just wants to kill. Who fucking made these, man? Suburban Commando is such a great movie, though. I'm gonna do like a review in the future. Oh my god, this is so fucking. But fucking look at him. Oh, he's wearing glasses. Yeah, he has a bit of man tits. His pink polo shirt is unbuttoned. Like, who the fuck stays at home with like khakis with a belt on, polo shirt? Like, I'm always in sweatpants or shorts when I'm at home. This is like way too fucking official. Then you have it's done like a proper poster of a movie, and on the top you have like the American flag, and it says Ken and Karen, and then you have the dates and shit. Yeah, that one's good. I like that one. Then you have a Ken and Karen with the Netflix logo, Netflix adaptation, true crime documentary. It's funny because they're lawyers, you know what I mean? So, I'm sure somebody's gonna sue them for something, maybe for threatening people, or I saw today that they were not allowed to point their guns because it's not an open carry state, so maybe they'll get sued. But bro, if they have that fucking house, they're good at what they do, and they've been doing it for a long time, so they'll get away. Now, this is the picture that legit looks like a photo from a movie shoot. This didn't look real. I saw that today. This is one of the first pictures, and I was thinking like, this doesn't look fucking real. By the way, this picture, look look, I want to frame this picture. You know what I mean? I'm remove, like, look, I'm very good at removing context from stuff and just observing and enjoying and just seeing a piece of content for what it is. And this is very entertaining for me. I'm completely removing because there's a lot of politics and a lot of stuff associated with this clip and all those memes, but I'm completely removing that. And that being said, I wanna, obviously I need to do some core editing of this picture, but I wanna frame it because look how beautiful this picture is. So we have this, I wouldn't say out of shape. Well, yeah, he's middle-aged man. I mean, he's not really in shape, but he looks okay. I mean, he is in shape. With his his nipples are. Look, can you see his nipples? His nipples are pointing. So he has that shirt. Like the way he holds the AK-47. This is not how you hold a gun like that. So on his right side there is a beautiful tree of some sort with some fruits that I don't know. No, oh, hold on. Sorry, that's flowers. I thought it was fruits. So you have a absolutely beautiful tree with flowers. Below that, I think you have like a kiddie stroller or something. Maybe they have grandchildren. I don't know. And next to it, there's like a little palm tree with some little chairs and stuff, and a big jar of this is cocktails. There's no fucking way. This is not alcohol in this. It's cocktails, and it's almost finished. You know what I mean? They've almost drink all of it, and there's like a little glass of cocktail glass as well. Fuck. Yeah, that's it. I think is that the last one? Oh no, there's more. Okay, so you have. I genuinely want to frame that picture, honestly. So you have Ken and Karen, and you have the original picture, and just the whole town is in flames. Is there? What does it say? Someone didn't call the manager. She looks like a Karen though. I mean, let's be honest. Like fucking. Oh, hold on. Need to adjust my balls. Oh, shit. Okay. Ken and Karen. Is there more? Okay, so you have him, Ken, Doom Eternal, and there's a picture of him with all the Doom monsters and stuff. I just wanted to grill. And the background is like the Miami Vice from the 80s type of style. Like he is dressed like. Oh my god, this is so fucking ridiculous. These people, man. America is an absolutely insane place. You made me miss Hannity. Oh yeah, Hannity is like the Fox News guy. Oh, he's such a meme, that guy. Yeah, and it's just him with the world burning behind him. Oh my god. Fox News has done to our parents what they thought gangster rap would do to us. And it's the original picture of them holding the guns. The only thing I'm sad about is by the time this podcast goes out, these memes, you've probably seen them. But, I record a bit in advance. You have the original pictures with the label straight out of Applebee's. Oh, yeah, Applebee's is like one of those American fast food diners. And I think, what's the joke? So old people eat there, or what's happening? I don't know. Probably old people eat there. I don't know. Never been to Applebee's. Then this is my favorite one. So then you have Steal His Look, and and how they do and then you have all the items. You have a 1818 leather belt, 98 quid, AR-15, 1000. Damn, that's expensive, bro. $1,715. Image not found. Training image not found, $0. Oh, that's so funny. Brooks Brothers Supreme Cotton Performance Polo, $89. Fucking hell, is it really? I think these are the actual items because I thought it was just like a joke at first, but now when I look at it, fucking hell, 90 quid for a polo shirt. Guy, come on, you can buy this for 10 quid. That's fucking Macy's or whatever the fuck you have over there in America. Soho Fit Chinos, $128. That's so funny. And then you can have his look. Oh my god. Dude, I guarantee you somebody's gonna go like that guy for Halloween. I fucking guarantee it. But it's gonna be one of those memes where even by the time this podcast goes out, I don't even know if this thing is relevant because everything moves just so fast. Then you have the Boomer Diaries. So disrespectful. And then you have the last one, which is Player 1 and Player 2, and you have them in 8-bit form. Oh, there's more. Hold on. 21 Trump Street. They're too old for this shit. Yeah. 21 Jump Street was a very good movie. I did enjoy it. And that's it. But I can say thank you to Ken and Karen. You're amazing. Hold on. Let's see if Alex Jones has to say. Hold on. Alex Jones, what do you think about Ken and Karen?
A monkey doing you know what with a football.
That's not helpful, Alex Jones.
And you laughed at me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He is the devil.
I wouldn't say that Ken is the devil. I mean,
I will go to hell.
mm-hmm.
Is she a man?
No, I think Karen is a woman. Or maybe she is. I don't know. It's 2020. Hey, we don't judge. It's okay.
Is she a man?
No.
Is she really a woman?
I think so. Yeah, Alex Jones. I hope the mic can catch his little Alex Jones questions.
What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. I think people got a bit drunk. They got their weapons. They don't know how to hold their weapons. People protesting. I don't know. I'm just happy nobody got hurt. And after the story, I think they called the cops, and the cops came over and they escorted the protesters out. I think so. As long as nobody gets hurt, just a bit of fun memes. I don't want.
I don't want that man to have a gun.
No, I wouldn't say he was a Batman, Alex Jones.
He worships evil.
I don't know about that. I mean, they seem like normal people, but maybe they were a little bit drunk.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Alex Jones says bye, guys. Okay, so. But America is a fucking weird place, and I don't know what the hell's happening over there, yeah. America, fuck yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about cancel culture. Doop, 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 doop. Cancel culture, poop, 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 poop. Cancel culture, cancel culture. Poop, 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 poop. Yes, mate, cancel culture. Can you please listen, guy? Can you please take a day off? Okay, like I think cancel culture needs a fucking day off. You know what I'm saying? I think you've been working overtime, guy, and I think you're tired. Take a day off. You know what I mean? Just you can take Sunday. You know, even God took Sunday off. Jesus, I think he took Sunday off. Are you better than Jesus now? Come on. You better than my man JC? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It would be so funny though, because like I make all these stupid jokes and I'm pointing the cross. And it would be interesting if one of those like super religious groups find out this podcast and they legit think that I'm like super Christian and I'm making all these jokes defending Jesus, and all of a sudden I'm flooded with like fucking Christian views. It's okay. I don't discriminate. If you wanna subscribe to the channel, you should. I have only 24 subscribers, so I do need the attention. But listen, cancel culture's been very active lately, and like I said, take a fucking day off, guy. Okay, you know what I mean? Because I think you're working overtime and you're kind of losing the plot over here. And if we keep going at these rates, I mean, like fuck it, like I said previous episode, there's not gonna be any fucking people left. Okay, who the fuck's gonna entertain us, man? After like 2-3 years, after you fucking cancel everybody, we need to start grabbing random people from the coffee shops and stuff. But you're gonna cancel them eventually as well. Okay, so like I said many times, and I'm addressing this because this is getting out of hand now. You know what I mean? If you've done, and I'll give you the example, they tried to cancel Joe Rogan, bro, and Joey Diaz for laughing at a fucking story that it turns out it was kind of made up. Let's be fucking honest, okay? Joey Diaz said it. It was kind of made up. He never actually hosted the event that he said that he was hosting. And I was just looking at this and I see some comedians sharing it and people jumping on board and yeah. And I was thinking like, so what, are we gonna start, should we jail people for laughing? And Joe Rogan was clapping and I was like, so what should we do? Like life sentence? Death penalty? What are we gonna do? We're gonna put his kids in cages? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? That's what I'm telling you. Take a day off, guy. The guy that is running the whole cancel culture. Take a fucking day off because you're losing your fucking mind over here. You're working overtime, guy, and you not getting paid enough. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said previous time, if you've done something off stage, I have zero issue with that, right? There should be investigation. You should be, I don't know, if you've done, prosecute, whatever the law, requires. I'm not a law expert. I'm not like one of those people with the guns and the lawyers with the fucking guns and shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'll give you a great example, like Cat Williams. I love Cat Williams. He's one of my comedy heroes. I love him. Great inspiration. If you try to cancel him for something that he says on stage, because he's very wild and crazy, he curses a lot, and he talks about, his stage presence is very like, you know what I mean, crazy, flashy, flamboyant. He says whatever the fuck he wants. If you go after him and cancel him for something that he said, like, no rational I don't want to say no rational person, because rationality is completely out of the door, and it's 2020, everybody's losing this shit. I'll be like, no, he shouldn't apologize, he shouldn't step down, he shouldn't be cancelled, his Netflix specials or whatever shouldn't be removed. Now, that being said, if he does something off stage, I'll give you an example. I think a few years ago, like, he's been having some issues with drugs, unfortunately, and I hope he gets well. He's like fucking insanely talented, right? He is really good. I think he's very unique voice and presence in the stand-up community. I really hope he gets better. I think he got a Netflix special or something a few years ago. So I hope he gets better and stuff and searches for help. If he needs it, you can even look at my man JC over here if you need it. And but he went to like fucking maybe it was Applebee's. I don't fucking know. See, I'm doing callback material now, talking about those memes with the Applebee's. And he punched a guy, like was it like a waiter or something? I don't know if he said something, whatever the fuck. There's video of him just fucking punching a guy, right? And then they called the police, he got arrested, all that stuff. Now, I cannot defend him. I cannot be like, oh, no, he shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, blah, 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 he should not be cancelled, don't talk shit about. No, he should, just because he's very good at comedy or famous or he has money, yet doesn't mean that he can just get away with it, you know what I mean? But there's, so you have the video, there's like undeniable that happened, you know what I mean? And I have zero issue with that. He should be arrested, whatever the fuck. But Joey Diaz, man, for telling a stupid story, okay, come on now. First of all, you don't even know if that's correct and that is true and that type of stuff. So the whole fucking cancel culture mob and brigade, chill the fuck out. I mean, like, these kids. And since when do we started listening to kids? That's what I was thinking the other day. All these people, like all these fucking random people on Twitter. And listen, I'm a random person on Twitter. I don't use it. I'm more active on Instagram, and I have 162. Is it 100? Yeah, 162 followers. Yeah, boy, bowling, rolling in subscribers. But all these people, they're teenagers, bro. They're like 16, 17, 18. What the fuck happened? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, this shit pisses me off so much. I'm trying to talk about some stupid stuff and stuff that don't matter. But, nothing's happening in my life right now because I'm in quarantine. And every time I fucking open the internet, I see you motherfuckers going after another comedian trying to get him cancelled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fucking hell, man. It really pisses me off. And that's the thing. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, if a 17 or 18-year-old try to lecture you about something, about politics, about fucking whatever it is, or whatever the fuck they're on about, you'd be like, what the fuck you talking about, guy? You're a kid. Go and chase some fucking Pokemons or whatever. What the fuck? God, man. And that really pissed me off because Joey Diaz is so fucking good and he's like so hilarious. Of course he's exaggerating. I have a family member that reminds me so much of him every time he speaks because he's the same way, and I know his stories are exaggerated. Of course they are. I hope they are, because if those stories are 100% true, that is a madman. You know what I mean? But we should stop fucking going after people for just telling jokes and shit. Like I said, I wouldn't apologize for stuff like that. And also, whatever happened to just having fun? Like, I was thinking the other day, like, we kind of lost the ability just to have a laugh and just to like, that thing that Jay-Z used to do back in the day where he just, clean the dirt off your shoulders, like they say. I fucking love that expression, Just whatever happened, like, like water off a duck's back, isn't it? I think that was the expression. Whatever happened to that? Just having a bit of fun, you know what I'm saying? Just crack a few jokes. I say so much ridiculous shit, like, to my mates, to me comedy mates on the podcast as well, and but it's just like, I don't know, and everybody's getting offended now. And the problem, I tell you what the problem is. Like, see, I wanted to talk about stupid shit, man. I want to talk about 90 Day Fiance, but you cancel culture mob motherfuckers piss me off. You know what I mean? So I get really, really, I don't know, man. I get very passionate about stuff like that because it's very close to my heart, comedy and just all that, all that type of just jokes and that type of art form is very sacred to me, and it pisses me off somebody when it gets attacked, when it gets cancelled, when show gets pulled off fucking Netflix or whatever, you know what I mean? So I wanted to tell you about I don't know, man. I'm piss me off, honestly. Like sometimes, it cannot only be jokes. Sometimes I'm gonna be a bit serious for a second, but it's like I don't know. I think we're losing the ability just to enjoy ourselves, and the problem is that we kind of allow this to happen. And I think Bill Burr said it perfectly. I think it all started with McDonald's apologizing that their food isn't healthy and introducing salads into the menu in the was it like the early 2000s. I think that was the fucking start of everything you see now, all this fucking cancel culture. If you didn't have that shit, bro, I wish if I was the CEO of McDonald's, I would just go out and be like, what the fuck you fucking what? Of course it's not fucking healthy food, guy. It's fucking McDonald's. Look at that. You know, do you know how difficult it was for McDonald's? They were forced by law to put the calories and all the nutrition value of each fucking piece of food on the billboards, and when you get it at the back of the package. Do you know how difficult that was? They didn't want to do that, so you can imagine how fucking bad this food is for you. But that's the thing, bro. We live in free society, not democracy. That means if I go to McDonald's and if I say I want 25 Big Macs, they'll be like, oh, okay, just give us 5 minutes. They're not gonna tell me, oh, but it's not healthy for you, but do you really want that? But do you know the health risks? No, and I can do that every single day. There's nobody fucking to stop me if I have the money. And it's not that expensive as it is. So when you live in a free society, you have to make choices for yourself. You know what I mean? This is the difference, right? If you live in a dictatorship or whatever, everybody tells you what to do. You do this, you do that, you do this. You cannot have 25 cheeseburgers because there's not 25 burgers in the country. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking food. So that's the thing. You need to take some type of responsibility. And I think that the issue is 50-50, because every time somebody gets outraged and somebody gets cancelled or they remove, piece of, and I'm talking only about art. I'm not talking about the real world, about politics, economics, statues, whatever. That is a completely different issue, okay? I'm talking only about art. Don't fucking burn books, don't burn paintings, don't remove films and all that type of shit. It needs to fucking stay, because the issue is 50-50, because when you get the mob and they're like, oh my god, this offends me, right? People get angry, right? People get angry, but they don't do fucking nothing about it, because you need somebody with fucking balls who is in charge of those movies or rights or Netflix or whatever it is to go to set a precedent, to be like, no, cocksucker, get the fuck out of here. We're not doing that. Bro, I wish I was in charge of something, okay? People always complain, oh, people are insensitive. Bro, if I was in charge of shit, oh my god, dude, I'll be having press conferences every fucking day. You know what I mean? So that's it. You like, once you open the door, you cannot stop it. That's why when they take one movie, they will take all the movies eventually, okay? And let's be fucking honest, like, there's so much insane shit in the arts, and that's good. Like, art needs to be provocative. Art needs to push the boundaries, and art needs to be. You need to explore different ideas, and it needs to challenge you. It needs to make you uncomfortable. It needs to get your even blood boiling. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. There's a lot of movies I don't like. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of art books that I don't even agree with. I don't agree maybe with the politics or maybe with their views on the world or how somebody is presented or an idea is presented, but it needs to fucking stay. You do not remove that shit, okay? And next time, and the other thing is, next time they try to cancel a comedian for a joke, don't be a fucking pussy, especially if you're in the industry, because I see all these comedians, like people like me, fucking wankers, open micers, jumping straight away to attack somebody. No, you should defend that person. Doesn't matter if you agree or not agree with his material, or even if, like, I have people I don't like. I'll be honest with you, like, I don't like everybody in the art industry. I don't like, even like, there's really famous comedians that I don't like, comedians that I like, and I know people on my level of comedy that I really like, and I'm friends with them. But there's people that I don't like. I'm just being honest. I don't like them. But if they get in trouble, I wouldn't be like, yeah, yeah, and go get them, and I'll be tweeting it like, yeah, take down this person. No, because when they take down him or her, they'll come for you eventually as well. They'll run, like I was making the joke the other day that they'll run out of people, but they will eventually run out of people. So come on, man, you need to have some fucking balls in this game. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, if you're gonna say something, because I stay neutral. You know what I mean? I always stay neutral. If you check all my social media, I don't post hashtags, I don't post politics, I don't post nothing, because once you post once, then that means every time something fucking happens, okay, they expect you to post. They'll be like, hey, hold on. So hold on. So you support this cause, but you don't support that cause? Come on, Mike Yanek, what's happening? And then it goes another one, and you get further and further and further into politics, into ideology, and all that type of stuff. And I don't do this shit to be in politics. I just want to have fun. I just want to go back to the days like the early 2000s and the late 90s, where like art and pop culture, it was crazy, it was weird, it was cringy, it was edgy, it was stupid, it was fun. It was just ridiculous. It was just jokes and nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? And it really pisses me off that I have to take time of my stupid podcast that 7 people are gonna see to address shit like that. And then you have people with huge platforms who just stand there in their fucking mansions or whatever and don't say shit. You know what I mean? This shit cannot go, man. It legit pisses me off. Honestly, like, fucking hell, man. This is like the first time I'm being serious on the podcast. Honestly, like I'm never serious on the podcast. I say most of the time I say stupid shit that I don't mean, but I kind of started to get to a point where it's just getting out of hand now. Again, I'm talking only about art, not talking about statues, not talking about protests. I'm not talking about reforms and laws. And that's a government. That's a different place where I don't know enough about, I don't follow, and I don't have that much opinions. But I follow the arts, I see what's happening, and there's a lot of comedians and a lot of art, like I said, that I don't like, but and that I don't even think it's that good. But even the shit needs to stay, even the bad one. And we need to stop, like, what is this sanitization? What is this? We're fucking sanitizing everything. Well, you cannot take a joke. You cannot take fucking something loud, crazy, vibrant. Like, what? I don't like, because, okay, first they remove the stuff that they don't agree with. And also, who the fuck are these people? I feel like, who the fuck are you? Like, fucking 19-year-old hipster douchebag shit on Instagram, right? You have 24 followers and 7 hashtags. Go fuck yourself. Who the fuck made you king? Stop fucking listening to these kids, man. Honestly, like, I don't understand why everybody's so afraid of these teenagers, man. Like, these big companies should be ashamed of themselves. Like, how the fuck you gonna be an executive for Netflix and you're gonna listen what 140 people said on Twitter? Like, teenagers who don't have nothing better to do. That's their thing. That's the trendy now, to be a fucking activist and to get upset and triggered about all this fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like I said the previous time, bro, I'm praying for the day that these motherfuckers come after me. I'm praying, bro, to my man JC every single day. Just build up that following and open the country, because I want to do stand-up comedy. I have like so much energy and so much nonsense to spill on the people. And come and see me live. I'm a fun gig. And then I stay after gigs and I talk to people and we have fun and whatever. And I make more jokes and stuff. I do like these private shows. You know, I get like a little group of people and I improvise for them and it's great. But I just pray maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 years when I build up a bit of a following. Outside of YouTube, obviously YouTube. YouTube is not working for me, but a bit get a bit more out there, and I'm just waiting for the day these motherfuckers come after me. And listen, if I get something, right, if I sign a contract or get on a show or a special with somebody, yeah, I can get cancelled. It's not going, because, you know, then, I don't know, BBC or ITV or whatever, whoever the fuck, they make the decision. So they say, we're dropping you as, I don't know, as a fucking actor, or or this special, or whatever the fuck you are, because, you know, it's fair enough. I mean, it's their company, they can do whatever the fuck they want. But like I said, you need to step up, because this shit cannot keep going. You know what I'm saying? And they can cancel me this way, but they're not never gonna cancel me like what I say. Like I said, even if all my shit is taken off the internet, bro, I'm gonna burn physical CDs. I'm insane, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm Bulgarian. I come from the gutter, bro. So I'm gonna do physical CDs, and I'm gonna drive in a van with a fucking not microphones, a megaphone, and I'll be just screaming and just giving out fucking specials and jokes and whatever the fuck until they make this shit illegal. I'm never gonna stop making jokes, bro. Never. Like, even in my private life, I say so many outlandish jokes on a daily basis. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So these people, stop being scared of these little douchebags. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fucking piss me off, honestly, the little cancel brigade motherfuckers, because those kids have no fucking idea how difficult life is. Bro, you gonna get smash, bro. Like, life is this. Oh, you say, oh, bullying is bad. Just wait, bro. Just wait 5, 6, 7 years until you hit real life. And real life is this fucking 8 feet tall giant with a fucking baseball bat, and he will beat the fuck out of you, because life is no fucking joke. Okay, so I want to tell you about. Okay, I'm getting a bit serious now, but I think it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never serious on this podcast. It's always jokes, but sometimes I get pissed off, man. And usually I'm like very chilled out and easygoing. But sometimes when you get me riled up, I'm gonna get just piss me off, man. I need to be said. And like this whole thing about what happened about having fun. You know what I mean? So I'll tell you a story. So I grew up. In Bulgaria, and we were, we were broke, kind of, especially for Western standard, not even close. But we didn't have money, so we were like lower working class people, And my mother, she was a waitress. My aunt, she was a secretary. My grandfather, he's retired. And my grandmother, she had like a tiny shop where she sold like t-shirts and pajamas and that type of stuff near the block of flats where we lived. And we lived 5 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was very small. It was like it's pretty much tiny. Like, if anybody's been to Eastern Europe, or if you're from Eastern Europe, you know those communist block of flats. Our block of flat was about 80 years old, and it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, really bad infrastructure and that type of stuff. So anyway, so in my house, laughter was never priority. You know what I mean? My grandmother, she was the head of the house. She was very strict, unbelievably strict woman. And my grandfather, he was like a great guy, but he was officially classified as handicapped because he was a minor. So I come pretty much from a family of minors. We had 4 or 5 men in my family who's worked their whole lives in mines, digging and stuff, and he fucked up his back really badly. And minors, they get pensions very, like, by the age of 40 something, he was already a pensioner, because they get good pension, but they risk their health. So he always had back issues, and he became a shell of his former self quite quickly. He was a very, he was a fun, nice, very caring guy, but he was never like the alpha male that he was back in the day because of his injury. So my grandmother, she was very strict, and like, her relationship with humor, she's great. I mean, I love her, and I'm very thankful because they pretty much raised me, because my parents were not around for the first 12, 13 years of my life, and I'm very grateful. But I don't know what was it. Maybe she didn't have a sense of humor. I've never heard her, like, it's very rare to see her laugh. It's very to see her laugh. To maybe she didn't watch comedy. She did, like, it was not a part of her life at all. Humor. She was very, like, very work oriented. You know what I mean? And a bit of a Eastern European stereotype, like a bit cold and very hard work and that type of stuff. And my aunt and my mom as well, they laugh, they know how to have a good time, but it was not a priority. And I always remember my grandmother, she used to get so mad because I used to watch, like, comedy was like my life. Comedy is my life, in a way that is my favorite art form, and there's nothing better than just having a laugh and just watching a stand-up special, a sitcom, whatever you like. So I grew up with a lot of stand-up specials, and we used to have a channel where it was 24-hour only comedy movies, comedy shows, stand-up, sitcoms, whatever. And I used to have like a whole program. I grew up with the TV pretty much because I didn't have that many friends, so I either played basketball with a few mates or by myself, and in the evening I just watched sitcoms and comedies and just in the kitchen, I like to be by myself. And I remember every time I was just laughing and stuff. And like, I used to watch Married with Children. I used to watch Third Rock from the Sun. I used to watch Taxi, Friends, Family Guy, Simpsons, that type of stuff. And that was a bit later when I was a bit older because we didn't have those shows back in Bulgaria back in the day, at the beginning. And she was never happy. Like, I don't know, she got mad every time I was laughing. She was like, what are you laughing about? Stop laughing, change the channel. She used to get annoyed with me, you know what I mean? Especially if I'm in the room and she's gonna be there, she changed the channel and stuff. So I always felt like I needed to hide, or I'm doing something bad, like a taboo, you know what I mean? And it gives you that little edge. She, like, Married with Children. By the way, you cannot, like, those little motherfuckers, the cancel culture mob, play Married with Children to these motherfuckers in a theater and just watch how they gonna fucking react, because that show is amazing. And these little fuckers will have a meltdown when they see that show, because it's so misogynistic, fucking sexist, insane, and offensive and rude and crude. And they had strip club with women in bikinis in a sitcom in the 90s. Okay, do you understand how fucking insane? No, it was. Oh yeah, the late 80s, 87 I think was the first season. Do you understand how fucking insane that? On national television. And before that you had the fucking Brady Bunch, these motherfuckers wearing beige V-necks. Get the fuck out of here. You and your fucking 12 blonde kids. Get out of here. Then you have Al Bundy, they live in a fucking ghetto in Chicago. And you know what I mean? There's no food and fucking cockroaches and rats, and his wife is like unemployed and eat bonbons all day. You know what I'm saying? His kid is a slag and his boy is a fucking loser virgin. They go to a strip club and he sells shoes for a living, and all of his clients are these unbelievably overweight women, and he roasts all of them. How fucking good was that show? If you've never seen it, go and watch it. And it always felt like I'm fucking. Hold on. I always felt like I'm. I don't know, man. Just like I'm hiding, like I'm doing something illegal, like they're gonna catch me, you know what I mean? And it gave you like such a buzz. And then you go to school or see your mates, and then you repeat the jokes and you make fun of stuff, and it felt awesome. And then on the other hand, my parents, they divorced when I was 7, so I pretty much grew up between two households. And my father lives on the other side of town, and so there, my father, my uncle, my aunt, they used to live together, but then they got their own place, which is literally 3 minutes away. It's like the next, like, when you open your window, you can see their block of flats. This is very close, and their children and all that type of stuff. So, but when I go there, laughter is a number one priority in the house. So my father, he used to be an ex-military man, but I get his sense of humor. He's like really funny, and my uncle, and he's like he's a bit younger than him, and my parents are relatively young, and all we did there is just bond over movies, comedies. We used to watch action movies. My father, he's so much into technology and to movies and to sitcoms, that type of stuff, pop culture, and he's a hobbyist as well. He's a great guy, and we used to go to the movies all the time. I've seen Legally Blonde in cinema. Yeah, that, like, because like I used to spend the weekends with him, so what we used to do is he takes me and we just go to the cinema, and we just arrived there. And this was back in, I don't know, 2000, 2001, or 99 or something like that, you know what I mean? So we don't know what's on, so we just look at the program. And because we used to go so often, sometimes even two movies a night, and we used to go to the local blockbusters, that version of a place where you can rent cassette tapes and later on discs to watch movies. And we just go and just see what's on, and we just, okay, this movie. And we walked in, so we saw a few movies. I think we've seen them, and we saw Legally Blonde, and it said it says it's a comedy. So we was like, hold on, let me see how much time I have left. and it says it's a comedy, so it's like, yeah, fuck it. So we just went in, we just watched Legally Blonde, and I think, did we see Legally Blonde 2 in cinema as well? I'm not sure. Hold on. Okay, I have a bit more time, and I remember when Legally Blonde 2 came out, I was thinking like. I was saying to my mates, I've seen Legally Blonde 1 in cinema. But anyway, so so every time I went there, it was just so much fun. You know what I mean? We just get to laugh and we just make jokes and just have fun. And it felt so fucking free. And you can say everything. Everything. My father, he used to curse in front of me. He used to make jokes. We used to watch, I wouldn't say edgy movies, but like when we watch something and something happens, maybe like off color joke or maybe something a bit more, whoa, what the hell? And he just tells me, like even if I make a comment or give him an interesting look when I was 14, and he just says to me like, look, this is not real life, these are only jokes, or these people are artists, and this is how they express themselves. And he was always explaining to me that because Bulgaria used to be a communist country, so he grew up until he was like 25, I think, until he was 25 or 26, until dictatorship, and they used to go to jail for making a joke of for the government, towards the government. That's how fucking insane it was. And you couldn't listen to Western music and watch Western movies, so they used to have these little bunkers, hideout places where they get together and they watch movies, they listen to the Beatles, they tell jokes to each other and all that type of stuff, or maybe jokes they've read in some magazine or seen somehow, from the West. It was insane, and that's why I get so like defensive and so like emotionally invested when I see what's happening in England and like in the West, because I live here for 10 years and I'm in show business now, and I'm in the comedy stuff, and for me it's unacceptable. Like there is no backing down. You should not even take a single step, you know what I mean? Because like when my parents tell me the stories that they've gone through, I've always said to myself, if somebody tried to censor me or to put me under a booth, the boot of somebody or some sort of dictatorship, I'll go crazy. There's no fucking way you're gonna do that to me ever. You know what I mean? Because look, British people here, they're very nice and polite, and they'll sit down and they'll listen to your crazy ideas. You know what I mean? And maybe they'll consider it. But with me and my generation, where we come from Bulgaria, and I know what our parents have been through, we were like, no, there's no. What are you talking about? You're gonna cancel somebody? No, you go play. Go chase Pokemons. You're 18. What are you talking about? You don't know shit about shit. You know what I mean? So whenever I went there, I felt free. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm trying to say. And I know this podcast got serious, but I think it's good. Sometimes I think it cannot only be jokes. You know what I mean? And I'll try to combine more serious topics and more jokes in the future. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be only joke, and silliness. Even though probably a lot of people who are listening, they're trying to escape and they don't want to listen about that stuff because it's in the news all the time. But I think it was good that I shared this story. I'm happy with it. And but yeah, I just want people to be, I don't know, man, like life is fucking weird, so just have a laugh. You know what I mean? Why do you want to make it more difficult for people to enjoy themselves? If other people want to perform, if they want to create, like even the most outlandish stuff has an audience. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff I don't like. A lot of like new age art, like this new age paintings or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know what's the name of it. I don't like any of that. I think it's complete shit. Like these huge canvases with fucking 4 lines and a splash of yellow paint, and that thing goes for 25 million pounds or whatever. I think it's dog shit. But I don't want this thing to be banned. I wouldn't say that person should never create. I think that person should be out of job. No, he should be able to create because there's people who enjoy that stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. Like if you walk into a museum, a huge museum or a gallery that has 25 different rooms, and in every room you're gonna have a different style of paintings, you're gonna have different time era, you're gonna have different artists. Of course you're not gonna like all the rooms. There's many rooms I don't appreciate. Some of the stuff is way too boring from back in the day for me. Some of the stuff, not most of the stuff is very beautiful, but some of the stuff is very boring to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to see a woman in front of a house holding an apple. You know what I mean? In a classical style. That for me is boring. I'd rather look at a photography or something. You know what I mean? And some of the stuff in the modern and futuristic type of stuff is complete dog shit. It's horrible. It's horrendous. You know what I mean? But those people should have that opportunity to represent themselves, to express themselves, and they should have that room, you know what I mean? Because some people gonna like that, some people wanna purchase that, some people gonna get inspired, other people will be like, oh, you know what, I think I can do better, or maybe, oh, look, if they can do it, I can do it. That doesn't mean we should fucking burn those paintings. So that's why I'm saying, stop fucking canceling these shows, stop fucking trying to ruin people's career, stop trying fucking burning books and burning art and whatever the fuck it is, and figurative and in literal sense. You know what I mean? I think it's got a bit way too dark. By the way, this, like, the stuff that I'm saying are reflecting perfectly the room, because it's getting very dark now. I think I need to put some filters on this to make this a bit more bright. But yeah. Okay, that's enough now. I'm gonna go. I think, yeah, I wanna end on a bang. Poof. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm happy that I went a bit serious, because, like, fucking hell, man, these little kids, this little cancel mob, just come for me, motherfucker. I dare you, bro. Just come for me. Just snip out some stuff that I say on the podcast, or just fucking go through because I'll have some few clips or whatever the fuck, you've seen me on stage sometimes, and just go after me. Be like, oh my god, this joke is so offensive, I think you should be cancelled. Yeah, maybe I'll get dropped from a few places, or maybe one or two clubs will ban me or whatever. But I don't think they'll listen to you, because I'm very, very, very impressed with the stand-up comedy clubs in this country and with the management. Right? If it's a random gig in a pub, it's different. You know, some people are afraid of the backlash, or people not going to, go to the gig and they'll ban you and stuff like that. That's okay, whatever. But with the professional comedy clubs, well done, because I've never heard of somebody just banning people and all that type of stuff. Because 5 people were mad, whatever. But yeah, stop banning people, motherfucker. Because listen, all the people that you think you're so virtuous, you little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All these people that are banning and complaining. If we go to your fucking history, you're just a piece of shit like everybody else. And look, I'm no saint. I'm a piece of shit. I'm at least honest about it. I talk outlandish shit. I say provocative stuff on a daily basis. I try to filter it a little bit on the podcast. But in my real life, I say outlandish shit. And that's it. I scream on stage. I'm loud. I'm confident. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So, and I'm a piece of shit. You know, what can I do? I'm human. And you're a piece of shit as well. All those people who are trying to cancel everybody. And that's it. This week we have freedom. Go enjoy yourselves. Go fucking have a beer, have a wank, fucking stab somebody, and by stabbing somebody I mean go shag somebody. Don't actually stab somebody. I don't want to be accused of inciting violence or whatever the fuck. And just enjoy yourselves, and let's just have fun, man. Like, make the world fun again, or something like that. Can we make that a slogan? But people, that's too close to the Trump stuff. I don't want to be associated. But man, let's just have fun. Let's just smile and let's just laugh, and that's it. And these motherfuckers, when they try to come for you, again, if you're in the industry and if you have any type of power, just put your foot down and be like, no, sorry, it's not happening. And again, come after me, please. I beg you, please make me famous. Come after me, because I know how to respond. And that's about it, mate. Thank you for listening. I love you. You're great. And I give you sweet flavored taco, mini taco cases, taco flavored cases. I was watching an episode of South Park recently, and they had, the Jennifer Lopez with the taco flavored kisses. Okay, this is about it. I'm rambling now. Okay, mate, I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening, and have a great week.